Yo, yo, where are you? People in YouTube land. Hello there, y'all. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hear me now. Can you hear me now? 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 And I can't stand the rain. Hello, hello there. Are you there, chat? Are you there, people? What's going on? Sec, yak, zoom. What up? How's it going? Don't know if I'm saying that properly, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, and share button, y'all. Check it, check it. We already missed one fish this morning. I was trying to get set up for the live and went, gone. He gone. Worm and the marshmallows. So we already missed one fish. And so we've had one bite. We've been out here not very long, like 4 or 5 minutes. Something like that. Hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. I got this. I got the um, speaker thing on here. So hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. So, yep, we're fishing as usual. We just put out a catch and cook this morning. So hopefully you guys will go check out that catch and cook. Do, do. Worms and marshmallows on the right rod, power bait, and power eggs on the left. So, see which one works and which one doesn't. Worms and marshmallows already gotten bit this morning, but I didn't hook them, didn't land them. Saving Grace, what's going on? What's going on? We slayed them on Saturday. We had an absolute sleigh fest. Finding joy on this journey, exactly. You know what's up, finding joy. Heck yeah. FNC, what's going on? Good morning, good morning. Looking for our second bite of the morning. Where it needs to go. Y'all, if you guys haven't checked out the dough bait versus worm that turned into a catch and cook, y'all should go check that out. I got it put that out this morning before I come fishing. That way y'all could enjoy that. Now we're live, and hopefully you guys are going to enjoy this. Fishing, not catching, huh? That's what FNC stands for? Wow. What up, Lou? I don't know if State Fishing Redmond, Oregon is going to be out today. I haven't talked to him. But I decided to come out and have a good time anyways. Even if it is just a little windy and chilly and supposed to be in the 50s today, so it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I should have had one already this morning. I just didn't let him eat it long enough. He picked it up, dropped it, picked it up, dropped it, picked it up, dropped it, and he never did get the hook in him. How's that shoulder of yours, Blue? Getting better, I hope? Gonna be back to fishing real soon? I thought about starting at Andrew's favorite spot, Fred Flintstone Rock, but I decided to start off here in Cove, and so far got one bite, so that was a good choice, I guess. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm using this, I finally got the adapter from my microphone, so hopefully you guys can hear me just fine. Hopefully when I walk like a mile away, like way over here, you guys will still be able to hear me because of the microphone. I don't know if you can, so hopefully. Thank you, I appreciate that. So, but yeah, I think Josh of all trades, he's the one who donated this to the channel. Friend of mine from Washington State. I have a worm on one with the marshmallow, and then I've got the dough bait on the other. I got the salmon egg peach, I think. I thought I'd start out with the salmon egg peach, even though the cheese has been the power bait of choice of late for the fish here at Haystack Reservoir. But I don't know. I just like the classic salmon egg or corn power bait. So yeah, here we are. Get you guys back on the rod instead of my mug. You guys much rather see the rods bouncing instead of me. I prefer you guys watching the rods than me. So, trying to get our channel back up. We dropped down below what we needed for a while, and back down again. So, but we're trending the right way on going back up. Yeah, it's a good solid dough bait, power bait. I catch a lot of fish off of that, and the salmon egg peach. And if if one bait's getting more bites than the other, then I'll use that one all day. But if it's not getting bit, I'm switching it out. But right now, I thought, well, first cast in the morning, start out with salmon egg, give it about 20 minutes or so, 30 minutes, nothing, switch it out. Man, this year we have had I've caught one small one out of here. Last 2 or 3 years, we've been a good mixed bag of big ones and small ones. But this year, I've only caught one small one this year out of here, which is unusual because generally they have a pretty good mixed bag of them, where you can get a limit of 5 trout. And yeah, I hear you, Blue. I hear you, Blue. Yeah, I ain't been able to sleep at all at night because my hand hurts so bad at night. During the daytime, as long as I'm not like doing too much with it, it's okay. So baiting and waiting does okay. But if I'm out there throwing 50,000 casts in a day, it starts to hurt real soon, real early. And then when I go to bed, for whatever reason, it does not like to. It likes to be painful when I'm in bed. Laying there in bed, it wakes me up 2 or 3 times during the night, which is crazy because before I went back to work, I was sleeping just fine at night. Then I went back to work and started sweeping floors and mopping floors and stuff. And then it just raising more problems. I did take a couple of days off from work though. I took Friday off and today off from work to try to rest it up. And yet it's still raising Cain with me at night. So I don't know what the heck's going on. Probably just a healing process, I guess. I've tried sleeping on my side. I tried sleeping on my back. The only thing I can't do is sleep on my belly. Basically, to relieve my hand, I sit up all night. Seems to be that and walking. When I lay down, for whatever reason, my hand starts to hurt really bad. I try to elevate it and stuff, and try different positions with it, and it just does not like to. I like it when I lay down for some reason. But it'll get better. They say it can take up to a year, so if it don't start getting better within a year, then I'm gonna go crazy, I think. It needs to get better sooner than a year because I can't. I gotta sleep so I can work. I want it to heal so I can go sturgeon fishing and salmon fishing. I want to go catch some bigger fish than trout. Trust me, I love a good trout fishing. Day catching a 4 or 5 foot long fish, or a 20 or 30 pound fish. So Tylenol's not even really helping either, though. And that's pretty much. They said to rotate between Tylenol and ibuprofen or Aleve or some other over the shoulder over the counter medicine. We're gonna give that dough bait about 5 more minutes, and then we're gonna relocate. If bait comes off, then we'll put a different flavor on there when we reel it in. But if it don't come off, we'll go ahead and continue to use the flavor we got on there. Yep. Was that a bite? That's a bite. Is that a bite? It could be just the wind. I seen something different with the on the dough bait, but not really getting slack or taut. Could be just the wind too. So yep. I hear you on that. Hilling up definitely will ensure that you'll be able to fish for a few more years for sure. I mean, pretty much that's all I'm doing is just baiting and waiting so that I'm not overworking my hand. Of course, tomorrow I go back to work, and then I'm gonna have to overwork it anyway. So I almost wonder if just overworking it's gonna be good for it or not. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and share. I need my hands to heal because I gotta work. I gotta support my family. You know, bills to pay, doctor bills to pay too. I've seen one fish rise this morning. That's it. And I've had one bite this morning, so definitely a little bit of a productive morning. I just need to stop missing so many fish and start landing fish. So hopefully, guys have already checked out the video I put out this morning. I put out a nice little catch and cook. I had no pots and pans. I had no seasoning. I just kind of done a primitive style, threw it on the coals and cooked it that way. It was delicious too. Delicious. Most styles just commenting on the videos. I missed it. I woke up late. Well, we're live right now, Mo. We're live right now. So get on there and check out the live. This morning we're going to fish over here for a couple hours. And we're going to go over to the other side probably at some point today if we're not catching fish. But we're going to give this spot at least an hour and then we're going to move down that way for at least an hour. Just to say we gave ourselves an honest chance here. You know, just staying in one spot's not the best idea, you know. So we'll basically what we'll do is we'll throw the baits out here at different angles, different spots as we need to, and then move down there after an hour. Fish down there for a little bit, and then move to another spot at some point. That's how it's been working on Saturdays, you know. Start out one spot and not doing no good, and that's how I caught so many fish on Saturday. That's why I put out so many short videos on Saturday, was because I started out so at a place where I could live stream and was fishing like crazy and couldn't get a bite. What up? What up? Mo style. And so I moved to another spot on the same reservoir, and then I caught. There's a bite. 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 Maybe. Oh, got me excited. Something happened there. Something happened there. So I moved to another spot of the reservoir after I was done live stream where I don't get very good service, so I can live stream. So I just put out short videos, and that complete video will be out at some point, probably next week or something like that. I don't know when, but eventually it will be out. Come on, Bruce and Loose. Let's go. All right, we're gonna We're gonna go ahead and check that dough bait. That's the one that something happened to just a minute ago, but we're still gonna check it out. We're gonna check it out and put it out there, different area. See what we got here. I know we ain't got a fish, but see what we got here. Still got the dough bait on. Still got the dough bait on. All right, going back out. Another area. All right. Cast number 2 with the dough bait. We've been on cast number 2 on the Wirt Nightcrawler for a minute, though. Yeah, that first bite comes so quick. I was trying to get set up for the live when that first bite happened, and so I just hit the chesty and missed the fish. I couldn't get it set up fast enough. The live stream. And then we'll give it another 20 minutes in that spot, and then we'll relocate. And the reason why we're not moving the worm right now is because we've already had a bite in that spot with the worm. So I don't see no reason in moving it. I appreciate all those that have supported the channel, whether it be sending stuff into the channel or fishing with me or just commenting in the live streams or in the videos. So I appreciate all you guys' support. Appreciate that for sure, for sure. If it wasn't for you guys, there would be no G-Man fishing. If you guys didn't want to watch this channel, I would have probably given it a long time ago. N9 the noob new. What's going on? I'm using a 8-foot trout rod, 8-foot lightning Berkeley rod on the right with the Shimano reel. And then on the left, I'm using a Cascade Pro or Elite Okuma 7.5-foot rod with the lightning rod has a Power Pro 4-pound test or 5-pound test braid with 4-pound leader, and then the Cascade Pro or Elite Series, whatever, has got 4-pound P-line on it. And they're both ultralight rods. What up, David? How you doing this morning? Glad you could join us. David's one of those old school subscribers. He's been with us for a long time. Long time. Probably longer than most of the Redman. What's going on? I've had one bite so far this morning. One bite this morning. I think it's been what? David, correct me if I'm wrong. You've been with us what, 4 years now, probably? On the now for what, 4 years now, David? Something like that? It's been quite a while for David. The fishing's good. The fishing's good. Can't complain. I mean, we've already had one bite. Real of life, what's going on, man? I gotta give you a wrench, man. There you go, real life. Got yourself a wrench, man. Now you can monetize, or you can kick people out if you want to. I noticed you've been doing some fishing over there. I recommend 4-pound P line for trout fishing. 4 pound. Well, you can use cheap stuff and get away with it as long as your drags are set properly. If you learn how to use your drag system on your reels, a lot of times cheap line can work. But yeah, I know you've been doing some fishing for sure. You're welcome, man. Um, but I mean, cheap line can work. I'm not gonna say you can't get away with cheap line because you can. I use a not a cheap end, but not a high end line either, though. Mine's kind of like a moderately affordable to not affordable. Depends on how you look at it. Because if you fish as much as I do, you want line you can trust. If you're fishing, if you're just a fisherman who's gonna fish, a couple times a year, once a month, whatever, you can get away with just about any line. But when you fish as much as I do, and you want to make sure that every hook set counts, then yeah, you want to go with a little bit higher end line. I feel like my dad, he goes with the Omniflex Zebco line every time. He goes with the cheapest of the cheap, and he fishes all the time, but he's constantly changing his line too. So with my P line, I generally don't have to change it but once every couple of years, depending on because sometimes you just get out of spool of line, and so when you get a bad spool, that's the possibility with any brand though. Once in a while, you do get a bad spool, and it just is crap. Pardon my language, it's the truth. Well, I'm using a 4-pound mono for the lead or for the main line because I don't trust. I've had bad luck with fluorocarbon as main line, so don't use fluorocarbon for a main line. Only use it for a leader. So I use a 4-pound monofilament, except for on this trout rod right here. I got 5-pound Power Pro braid. Usually, if you're fishing ultralight stuff like what I'm doing for trout, you don't need braid. Braid does not need. Yeah, P-line monofilament for a main line because I trust it way more than I do fluorocarbon. I've had nothing but bad luck with memory and everything else using fluorocarbon as a main line, but as a leader, I like it a lot. I don't have nearly as many problems with it using it as a leader. I like I said, I've had bad luck with the fluoro as a main line. It to me, it's not as abrasion resistant as they say it is, but that's just my experience. Maybe I got some bad line. I don't know. But I've tried it several times and found out that I just do not like fluorocarbon as a main line. For my money, it's going to be fluoro, or it's going to be monofilament for a main line or braid, and then a fluorocarbon leader because it's invisible. It's more invisible. They've got the technology down to where there's almost no reflection or sunbeam off the line in the water. So, and that's where fluorocarbon's a game changer in the fishing world for like trout and bass and anything that's line shy. So all I can tell you guys is this: go out, try different lines, try different things, try fluorocarbon, try mono, try braid. The only way you're going to truly know what works for you is if you go out, you buy the stuff, you try it, and find out if you like it or not. I've got one reel that's still got fluorocarbon on it. I rarely ever use that reel. It's the rod and reel is meant for bass fishing, and that's what I use it for. But I don't use it. Good morning, Mo. Good morning, Mo. Yeah, I agree with you. Primeville would destroy fluorocarbon. I also feel like Ochco would destroy fluorocarbon as well. Here at Haystack, I don't think you'd have nearly as much problems because just not as much rocks. Yeah, they are extremely sensitive to the to it. But like I said, you if you're gonna use mono or braid, use a fluorocarbon leader. No two ways around it. Had to refill your coffee cup, Mo? What up, fishing with Papa? What's going on? We've missed one fish today already. Well, thanks for saying hi. Thanks for saying hi. Okay, I feel like that worm's been out there long enough in that spot. I think I'm going to recast it, relocate it to another area, see if it makes a difference. Yeah, tomorrow I go back to work. I go back to work. I took a couple days to give my hands a break because they were hurting so bad. Put a fresh marshmallow on there and throw her back out there. All right, worm going back out with a marshmallow. All right, I got it. Only sourish, sourish, however you say that. I'm using a Carolina rig with the size 4 owner or size 8 owner mosquito hook. 4-pound test. I'll show you the hooks right here. Got them right here, right here. These are the ones I like to use for trout fishing, you guys. Number 8 owners. They're a light wired hook, so make sure that your power bait floats or your worm floats when you're trying to float something. Using a heavy wire hook, sometimes they don't float like they should. So using a light wired hook can solve a lot of problems. So, and then basically all I'm using is a still weight made by Eagle Claw. Yeah, I definitely would recommend it. Try it for a leader. See how you like it. Well, it's already been almost another 20 minutes for that dough bait. We may have to change dough baits if they're not getting bit. I love braid too, but when you're ultralight fishing, braid's not a necessity. I like it for float fishing. I like it for steelhead fishing. I like it for cat fishing, sturgeon fishing, bass fishing. But I also use a fluorocarbon leader on everything. Yeah, it rarely breaks. I think I've only had braid break like twice on me on a hook set. But that was probably my own fault because I set the hook too hard. It does happen, you know. Yeah, it is a nice day. It's supposed to be 50, 55 today. You know, it's not supposed to be too awfully. I don't think it's supposed to be too awfully windy today. Mono's still a good line. But like I said, the higher don't go like super high end, but don't go super cheap when you're using mono, because you do get what you pay for. You can get away with cheap mono or fluoro. Yeah, mono. I've used cheap mono. I did it for years growing up, and I was still able to land big fish on cheap mono, but it does make a difference on stretch on how much it stretches, how it breaks. I mean, really, you should do your research. There's enough stuff online about different lines and what's recommended and what's not recommended. Like a lot of people will recommend that you use fluorocarbon. Just from my experience, it's just not as good as people say it is for a mainline. So it's got too much memory. Um, it frays up way easier. Um, but that's from my experience. Other people may not have that experience. Hammock and heater, buddy under the hammock. LOL. All right, we're gonna. It's already been 20 minutes again for the dough bait. So let's. I just got wrapped on a rock, so that's gonna free up a lot of line there. I can see the rock too. Yep, it's gonna do me in, I think. Yep, I just broke off. Darn it. I knew that rock. I knew it. I knew it. That's okay. That rock caught any hoot. Stinging rock cods, anyways. That's rare when you. It's rare when I get hung up here at Haystack. I don't do it a whole lot. But that's okay. I can. Okay, I'll show you guys my real up close. See, that's my Shimano Katina 1000 series, I think. Yeah, 1000 series ultralight reel with 8.6 ultralight or 7.6 ultralight elite series Cascade Pro rod. Lovely, lovely ultralight rod, y'all. Really good rod. It's everything you could want in a ultralight, in my opinion. The only thing is, I wish it was probably about another foot longer or so, because I like a longer rod myself, you guys. I don't know what it is about a longer rod, but longer rods, just I like longer rods for some reason. So, and then it's just rigged with the 4-pound mono. And then we'll get a swivel. We'll get a swivel, we'll get a weight, and we'll show you how to rig it up. Now, this Carolina rig is going to be a little bit different than most Carolina rigs, because the still weights are hard on the line. For whatever reason, it nicks your lines, frays up your line a lot. So basically, I switched to a different style of still weight, and I'm gonna still do a Carolina rig, just a little bit different variation of it, and I'll show you guys that. Oh, I need to get the line too. I almost didn't grab the line. Okay. So There's the 4-pound P-line fluorocarbon. I've had this thing for years. A couple of years now. So that's the fluorocarbon I'm going to be using today for a liter. Okay, we've got snap swivels here, and we got barrel swivels here. There's bite, there's bite. Yep, there we go. I just tightened up the line on that thing. Huh. I thought he was there the way he hit it. I guess not. We'll let it set, see if he comes back and hits it again. He may not, he might. Yep, he's there, he's there. He's there. I missed him. What the heck? I missed him again. I missed another one. On the worm and marshmallows. How does he hit that without stealing none of my bait or anything? Alright, we're going back out. He actually did. Alright, you guys. I don't know how much of that rod tip you seen back. I can't believe I missed that fish though. He hit it 4 or 5 times before I finally decided to try to set the hook. Alright, back to showing you guys how to rig up here. You guys, alright. First we're gonna take one of these yeah, I'm at Haystack. This is a lot light. This is lighter than what I normally use. Normally I use a 1/4 ounce. But the reason why I'm doing this style is to try to keep from being so abrasive on my line. You guys. So I'm just using a 3/16 ounce weight. I could have went with the bigger one than a 1/4, but I didn't want to go with bigger than a 1/4 ounce. So now we're going to take the snap swivel here. We're going to, right there, 10 feet off the bank. Just take a snap swivel. These are just the cheap Timu ones, which is fine. They work fine for what I'm doing. And basically what I'm going to do, is that a bite already? Yeah, that's a bite. Yep, he's on there. He's on there this time. Yep, he's on there. Fish on? Fish on? Nope. Did I miss another one? I think I missed another one. I did. What the? What in the world? All right. Going out there again, but without the marshmallow this time. I just want to get it back out there. They're biting good right now. I want to get it out there. Okay, okay. That's where I dropped it. Okay. Okay. You guys can't see the bite when you guys are facing me, but that's crazy how quick those bites are coming right now. Anywho, snap, swivel, wait. You put the line through a swivel. See, what that's going to do is allow that swivel to, or that weight to slide up and down like a Carolina rig. See? Only you're not using an egg sinker, you're using one of these sinkers. What's going on, Paul? How you doing? What's going on, Jason J? How you doing? And then we're going to get just a barrel swivel at this point. Get a barrel swivel. Then this one don't have the little snap on there. This is just a plain barrel swivel. And then basically all we're going to do is do a cinch, basic cinch knot on here. Going to take that, put it through the other loop you made, put it down. Trim that tag off. There you go. You got your slipping Carolina rig right there. Y'all. Put your tag in your pocket or in the trash bag. Whatever you got. Oh. We've had 3 bites this morning and missed all of them. Can't seem to get them hooked for whatever reason. And then we're going to go with about almost a 3-foot leader here. And then we're just going to use the same cinch knot on that for the, and that's a fluorocarbon leader. And we're going to tie that up. Do the exact same thing. What's going on, doodad? This morning. Yep, we might have a bite going on right there. Might have. Leader or tagging, going in the pocket. Whew, okay, let's see here. Get a hook out. Number 8 mosquito hook by Owner. That's a light wire hook. Yeah, it's not too bad out today. It's not super cold today like it's been. Now that's empty. It's trash going in my pocket to be thrown away later. And then basically what we're going to do is just do a cinch knot on this one too. Now I could do a I could do a I could do a no knot or egg sac knot, but I don't want to do that right now. All right. Not quite there yet. We're going to get there though. All right. All cinched up, ready to go. Just got to get bait on there. And we can get back to fishing, y'all. Perfect for trout. Yeah. On your way. Cool, cool. Right on. The fish are biting, so I just ain't catching. That's the problem. So there's your setup. And I'll show you the bait. Now we've been using salmon egg, but we're gonna go to corn, I think. Corn bait now, but we got to put I always like to add garlic eggs to them as well. The last few days have been warmer. Yeah, not a brag. B-way been above 64, huh? So the reason why I like putting the garlic eggs on there as well is because if they steal the dough bait, they've got something else to come back and hit if they choose to. Doesn't mean they're going to, but they could come back around and hit the garlic egg. Doesn't mean they're going to. So this time we're going to try the I think we'll go ahead and try the cheese because the bite has been on, but I've been missing them, so I got to get a marshmallow back on there. I'm going to get a marshmallow back on there after I get this set up, because maybe the marshmallow's the reason why the fish are biting. Maybe it's not. You just never know. And we're just going to take that dough bait, form it around, or power bait, and form it around the hook. And we're going to slide the power egg close to the thing, and that's what we call a Stay Fishy Redmond, Oregon special right there. That's what we call a Stay Fishy Redmond, Oregon special. And then toss her out there. All right, I'm gonna reel and toss it. Get a marshmallow on there. Toss it out there. I think I got some weeds on there. The way it was acting. All right. Get a mellow back on there. And then we'll toss her back out there. Sometimes worm and marshmallows is just the way to fish. Other times, you can throw just about anything out there and they'll bite it. Got a bag of marshmallows here. And just take one and put it on a hook and toss her out there. Put you back on the rods in case if it goes off. Okay, you guys, all ready to go back out. Worm and marshmallow. Going back out. All right, we're fishing again. We're fishing again. Let's see if we can't get caught up on some Shasta looks not so snowy now. They just measured the snowpack. California, half of National Snow Park. Yikes. Thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it. We do. Slight breeze is starting to pick up out here. Hopefully it's not going to get too bad. We're going to give this spot maybe another 10 minutes and then we'll move down there. We've been getting our bites here, so I don't see no reason in moving until it's not producing. Hopefully we're going to catch something today. It's still early. Usually Redmond's out here by now. I wonder why it's taking him so long to get out here this morning. Maybe he wasn't planning on coming out. Probably saw I was here and decided, oh, I'm going fishing. I like Pro Images. I can get my Kansas City hats there. Too bad we're no longer going to be in Missouri anymore, so I have to change my teams, I guess, since we're no longer going to be in Missouri. Pro Images got every team you can think of, it seemed like. Yeah, that's right, 10-2. I'm going to find another spot and just here in about a couple more minutes, maybe. About 10 more minutes. When I don't get another bite, we'll move down to the point there a little bit and fish there for a little bit. And if nothing else, we can always go live later on today at a different location on the reservoir. Oh, there's a bite. Did you guys see that? He's there. Oh, I just kicked my rod tip that time. Come on. We need a takedown. One little nibble. It actually wasn't that little. It took it down pretty good. But it's just, for whatever reason, they're not getting hooked on the worm and mellow today. Yeah, that's what he was saying, yeah. But he said he was on his way, so I'm thinking he's going to be here. Yep, he will too. That's so true. That's Stay Fishy's secret sauce right there. His secret sauce. Man, one little nibble. Normally, they've been hitting it 2, 3, 4 times. One little nibble. They've been tailing pretty close to the bank this morning. I think I might be overshooting them a bit by casting way out there. I don't know. Yep, let's go, Bruce. Let's go, Lucy. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your nice, peaceful morning. I am. I definitely am. Yeah, for whatever reason, the bite's fairly decent this morning already. But the hook ratio is very bad so far. Very bad so far. I might as well check it. I know it wasn't that great of a bite, but it was still a bite. Sometimes all it takes is a little bite to steal your bait. Nope, still there. Still there. He didn't steal it. This time I'm not going to throw quite so far out. I've been seeing some rise pretty close in. So maybe we'll get a bite in close. We'll give it 10 minutes and then we'll move to the point there. Or a little closer to the point. So 10 minutes will be pretty much 9:40. Pretty much 9:40. Huh. Yep, there's a bite already. Yep. You guys see that? I threw it a lot closer in. Come on, take it. Guess he didn't want it. The host with the most catches fish coast to coast. I don't know about coast to coast. I haven't fished the East Coast at all. Someday, though, someday the East Coast is going to feel my wrath. Yep, the East Coast someday will have to feel the wrath of the G-Man. Those geese are loud this morning. Loud this morning. Come on, Brucey, Lucy. Lucy, Brucey. Whichever be the case. Come on, let's go. Five more minutes and then we're going to move. I just don't know why we'd move. We've been getting bites here. We just ain't been catching them. So nice to be able to use my microphone again so you guys can hear me better. Looks like Redmond right there. Flying in. That looks like him right there. Probably is him. Yep, that looks like him. Redmond's officially here. He's not ready to fish yet. He's still got to get all of his stuff in. He's still got to pack all of his stuff in his little cart and stuff like that, and then he'll be down here. We're going to move here in just a minute. Start gathering up our stuff here. do 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 do. Now I want you guys to tell me if when I get that far away from the tripod and everything, if you guys can hear me or not. So I'm gonna go get my stuff and we'll see. And let me know if you guys can hear me when I'm way down there where the rods are. Okay? See how far this microphone will transduce to the stuff. Alright? We'll be back. Do 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 do. Let's go, you guys. See if we can't get a fish. Oh yeah. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Being annoying as can be, but can you hear me now? 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 Can you hear me? So, here's the question for you guys. Could you hear me way down there or not? All right, let's get these lines back out there. All right, all right. Loud and clear all the way down there, huh? Nice. Now, talk louder. Gotcha. All right. Dough bait going out. Mm-hmm. All right, dough bait's ready to go back out, you guys. Ready to go back out. Andrew Special or Stay Fishy Special. Going out. Both rods are back out. See if we can't get a bite in this spot. Give this a little while, and if nothing, then we'll go ahead and move over to Andrew's spot at Fred Flintstone's, at Fred's place. What are you guys fishing for this week, huh? What are you guys fishing for this week? I want to know. I can't seem to get that line to tighten up. I think that time it's going to tighten up a little bit and stay the way I want it to. HP's locked up. A few places to get to the water though. A lot of them are locked down for the winter. A lot of them what? Gates to the roads or what? To get to the spots. Gotcha. Thought that's what you were talking about. That's one thing about living in Central Oregon is our lakes usually don't lock. They don't usually don't lock the gates. to the reservoirs. Yeah, the plows won't plow to these lakes either, but at least these lakes we don't have to worry about too much snow. Moved over here and I can't seem to get a bite. I might have to cast back over into the other area where I was getting all the bites at. Had plenty of bites over there. Just no hookups. Oh, they don't plow the road between the highways either, huh? Yeah, that would make it hard to get there, for sure. I'm going to do something for argument's sake. I'm going to reel in this dough bait one, cast it back over there in the area where I was getting the bites at, and see if I can get a bite on it in that area. All right, we're going to throw that over there in that area where the fish are jumping and biting. See what happens. We might get a bite. We might not. Just for argument's sake. I see you too. Stay fishy. Float barber. Yeah, I've been thinking about that, but I've already got bait on these rods, so it's like, yeah, just leave them the way they are for now. Was a zigzag, huh? Wow. Crazy. Crazy. Yeah, Redmond's here. He just hasn't come down and said hi yet. I think he's probably thinking about going to the other spot. Me, I'm here and am at any moment capable of moving, but I've had bites here this morning, so I'm just kind of like, might as well fish here a little bit longer. But I'll be moving over that way eventually, I think. I'm just here for now because I got bites here this morning. So, and I'm hoping to get another bite. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. Yep. There's a fish. Did I get him? Nope, I missed him. I haven't waited for him to. I don't know, that spot just seems to be the spot this morning. You guys. That spot just seems to be the spot. I throw into that spot, I get bite. I don't throw into that spot, I don't get bit. That just don't make sense. I'm gonna have to find my other jar of cheese bait because this jar is almost out. A dough bait, cheese bait. Smart fish. Yep, cheese bait, stay fishy. Cheese bait. All right, going back out there. That's where the bites are coming from. Not very far out there at all. And they're big ones because I see them rising. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I use it a lot. I use the corn and the cinnamon egg and the cheese. I hear my voice in the background. Somebody's walking up watching my channel. I definitely hear my voice in the background. No, even casting way out there I'm getting bites. It's just over in that general areas where the bites are coming from. I tried over there, I tried over here, but it's like that general area. They're biting.
Oh yeah?
But I haven't hooked anything. But definitely getting bites. Redmond's officially here, you guys. Say hi. He's right there.
What's up? What's up? I haven't fished this spot in so long, I don't even know how to do it.
Just like you would over there. When you're out there.
I would have been here a long time ago. I planned on fishing today.
I didn't know you.
We were not supposed to have anybody at the house this morning.
Oh, yeah?
The people started showing up to work.
Oh. Wow.
So I kicked them all out, especially come walking in the house when we're still sleeping.
Oh, yeah?
That pissed me off.
Huh.
Fucking dog almost wanted a damn biting attack.
Oh, yeah?
250-pound Great Pyrenees piss her off and find out what happens.
Oh, yeah? Oh, they're asking for anus.
Anus, I have the anus.
He's like, I have the anus.
You will have the anus.
uh,
Where do I?
I think you should move a little further this way and bomb way out there like you normally do.
All right.
Yep. Stay Fishy's got the anus for you guys. He's gonna bomb some anus fish attractive stuff out there for you guys. Maybe he'll get a bite. I'm gonna only fish here probably for another till maybe a half an hour to an hour, and I'll be ready to move over to your other spot where you usually like to go. I just thought since I was fishing by myself, I would start off here.
I like this spot too.
Morning.
I just like it because it's not rocky over there.
Yeah, yeah,
These rocks, they hurt my feet.
yeah.
They aren't jumping.
Yeah. Well, they've been rising right there where you're going. through. They've been rising. They haven't been coming out of the water, but they've definitely rising.
Broken one.
Maybe you'll have some good luck then.
Yep. Such a nice day out too today.
Too damn nice. Sun's right on the edge. That's cool. Right at the edge.
I can't seem to get them hooked today though. Stay fishy. I've had probably 6 bites today.
Brown soft.
Well, yeah, it's because it's all warm. It's been cold out here and frozen.
Somebody used a rainbow power bait.
What's that?
Somebody's been using a big long rainbow power bait right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to relocate that worm because it ain't getting bit, so.
Have you had a bite on a worm?
Oh, yeah, that's every bite except for one's been on a worm and a marshmallow so far.
Huh.
Only one bite come off a power bait, and that was when you were walking up.
Wow.
Everything's been on a worm and marshmallow.
Well, they did it for the free fishing weekend coming up.
Oh,
Valentine's Day. That weekend, free fishing weekend.
I gotcha.
Saturday and Sunday.
Hmm.
Yep.
I don't have my